Let's get right into it. You probably think the air in your house is clean because, well, you can't see it. But the truth is, your indoor air is like a secret party full of uninvited microscopic guests, some friendly, some not. Today, we're counting down 10 shocking truths about the air in your house that will make you look at your living room a little differently. Number 10. Your couch is basically breathing on you. You know, that cozy couch where you binge your favorite shows. Well, it's also puffing tiny clouds of microscopic particles into the air every time you plop down. Scientists call this resuspension, which is a fancy way of saying your furniture is sneezing on you. Here's the deal. Fabrics trap dust, skin flakes, and even outdoor particles you tracked in on your clothes. When you sit, stand, or flop dramatically after a long day, you create a mini dust storm that hangs in the air for hours. Think of your couch as a lazy roommate who sighs every time you sit down, except the sigh is made of dust and microscopic. Debris. The wild part, most of that dust is actually dead skin cells and tiny fabric fibers. So next time a sunbeam hits your living room and you see that glittery cloud, just remember, it's part you, part couch, and 100% free-floating house. Glitter. Number 9. Your air freshener might be gaslighting you. You spray that fresh mountain rain scent and think, clean air. But what's really happening is chemistry. Many air fresheners and scented candles release volatile organic compounds, or VOC, tiny airborne chemicals that can react with indoor air to form other compounds, sometimes more irritating than the original smell. Basically, your clean pine scent is like hosting a microscopic chemical rave in your living room. For most people, it's harmless in small doses, but some VOCs can irritate your lungs or make allergies worse. Here's the funny part. Your brain loves these scents because it thinks the room is actually clean. It's the olfactory equivalent of putting on sunglasses at night and pretending it's daytime. If you really want fresher air, a good HEPA filter or a cracked window beats a vanilla snowstorm candle any day. Number 8. The air in your house has a favorite season. Ever notice how your home feels different in summer versus winter? That's because indoor air isn't just air, it's a living ecosystem. Humidity levels can turn your home into a desert or a rainforest, and your air reacts accordingly. In winter, dry air makes dust lighter and easier to inhale. It's like your house is sprinkling powdered sugar into your nose. Meanwhile, in summer, higher humidity weighs particles down, but also creates a perfect Airbnb for mold spores. If your eyes water more in January and your throat feels scratchy, it's not your imagination. Your indoor air is basically cosplaying as a new biome every few months, sometimes desert, sometimes swamp. A simple humidifier or dehumidifier can change the entire vibe of your house, and your sinuses will send you a thank you note. Number 7. Your toaster is a tiny smoke machine. Picture this. You pop in a slice of bread, wander off, and suddenly your kitchen smells like a campfire. Even if you don't burn it, your toaster is quietly sending a puff of ultrafine particles into the air. Here's the science. Heating elements, crumbs, and trace oils all combine to produce tiny airborne particles so small they can slip past your nose's defenses and go straight to your lungs. Researchers have found that making toast can briefly spike indoor particle levels higher than standing next to a busy city street. The funny part, it's not just smoke. Even perfectly golden toast can release these microscopic toast ghosts. Your kitchen vent fan or just opening a window is your best bet. Otherwise, every breakfast is basically an invisible bonfire party. Number 6. Your houseplants are both heroes and villains. You've probably heard that plants purify the air, and yes, they can help a little. But here's the twist. Your leafy friends also release moisture, and some even emit their own VOCs. That means your beloved Monstera is both a zen spa and a micro-humidity factory. NASA famously tested how certain plants could filter air in sealed chambers. The results: they can absorb some pollutants, but not nearly enough to save you from city smog or toaster smoke. You'd need a literal jungle in your living room for a dramatic effect. Still, plants do something magical. They change how we perceive the air. A room with greenery feels fresher, and a little extra humidity in winter can be a blessing. Just don't rely on your ficus as a one-leaf army against dust mites. Sits mostly in your head, but in a nice, leafy way. Number 5. Your body is a walking air factory. It's a little gross, but true. You are constantly emitting particles into your own air. Skin flakes, hair, microscopic oils, and even tiny bioaerosols from your breath all mix into your room's atmosphere. If you've ever walked into a crowded yoga class or office and thought it smells human, that's because our bodies are like low-speed smoke machines for biological material. When researchers studied indoor air fingerprints, they found you can often identify who's been in a room just from the particles they leave behind. Here's the kicker: your bedroom air is the most you of all. Those little dust bunnies under the bed, they're not just random fluff, they're part of your personal cloud. It's like leaving a microscopic signature wherever you go. Congratulations, you're basically a walking weather system. Number 4, your HVAC is an invisible highway. Your heating and cooling system isn't just moving air, it's running a full-time particle delivery service. Dust, pollen, pet hair, and even microscopic skin flakes hitch a ride through the ducts and get redistributed like gossip in a small town. Ever notice how one room gets dusty faster than the others? That's because airflow creates tiny turbulence zones where particles settle. Think of your vents as little wind tunnels, sending micro debris on roller coaster rides through your home. Here's the kicker: if your air filter isn't changed regularly, that highway turns into a circular traffic jam of particles. Instead of cleaning the air, your system just recycles the same microscopic junk. Changing your filter is basically giving your house a mini lung transplant. Number 3, cooking turns your kitchen into a science experiment. Even if you're a culinary saint who never burns food, cooking sends waves of invisible chemistry into the air. Searing meat, frying eggs, or even sauteing veggies can release ultrafine particles and gases that float around long after dinner is done. Gas stoves are the sneaky culprit. They release nitrogen dioxide, which can irritate lungs, especially in kids. But here's the funny part: your brain only notices the smell, not the invisible byproducts. It's like having a rock concert in your kitchen, but only the bass is audible. Open a window, flip on a vent hood, or pretend you're in a cooking show and wave a lid dramatically for airflow. Your lungs will thank you later. Number 2, carpets are dust time capsules. That soft, warm carpet under your feet, it's also a particle museum. Carpets trap dust, pollen, and microscopic debris for months, slowly releasing them when you walk, vacuum, or do an overly enthusiastic TikTok dance. The wild part is that vacuuming can temporarily make air quality worse, like shaking up a snow globe before things settle. HEPA vacuums and regular cleaning help, but the truth is, your carpet holds a secret history of everything that's drifted through your house. It's basically a dusty diary written in skin cells. Number 1, your indoor air is usually worse than outdoors. Here's the jaw dropper: studies show indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air, even in cities. Why? Because modern homes are great at keeping weather out, but also great at trapping everything else in: dust, VOCs, particles from cooking, and, yes, your own personal skin cloud. We spend about 90% of our lives indoors, so your living room air isn't just background, it's your daily lung buffet. The easiest fix: crack a window for 10 minutes a day or invest in a HEPA purifier. Fresh air is less about spring vibes and more about giving your body a daily upgrade. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.